Hi, my name's John Pearce and I'm a researcher from Australia, and with me is Kathy Austin. Hi, Kathy.
Hello. Hello.
Kathy Austin is a speech language pathologist as well from New Hampshire, and she has 23 years of experience working in medical speech language pathology. And Kathy had a stroke 3 years ago and has aphasia and apraxia of speech. It's brilliant that you can join me today, Kathy, because you've got two perspectives of being an SLP, but also someone living with aphasia. So thank you for helping me with this video.
Thank you. How fatigued do people get after an intensive aphasia therapy?
Yes.
Right.
So that was our question, Kathy. We wanted to know how fatigued people are when they have an intensive aphasia therapy, because we don't really know if people are going to get very, very tired or if it's okay.
Intense, it's fatiguing.
Have you had it before?
Yes, no, but
No.
it's fatiguing. 1 hour, it's a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fatigued,
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard.
Is that
But
now as well, or just early on?
every time.
Right.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me what you think of these results, because yeah, it's a bit surprising.
Right.
So this is the team. It's a big team that did this research. So the COMPARE trial was a big aphasia research project, and in that trial, 123 people with aphasia took part, and they'd all had aphasia for 6 months or more. Some people had had aphasia for 10, 20 years.
Right.
Some people just on 6 months.
Right.
So they had some group therapies in groups of 2 or 3, and it was intensive. So the schedule was 3 hours a day. So they would do an hour, and then time for coffee, and then an hour, and then lunch, and then another hour.
Wow.
Yep. So 3 hours a day, 5 days per week for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it was 30 hours in total. So a fair bit. And what we did was have people rate their fatigue on this scale. So we'd show them this and we'd say, are you not fatigued at all, or very fatigued, or somewhere in between? And they would point or say how fatigued they felt. So we got them to do that at the start of the day and then at the end of the day after the 3 hours.
Right.
And that was every day. And so 123 people and what's that? 20 fatigue ratings gave us a lot of information to analyze.
A question. Illness, school, or big stroke?
Yeah, good question. Yep. So we had we didn't measure the stroke, but we measured the aphasia severity.
Oh, okay.
So we had, the groups were made of either mild aphasia, or moderate aphasia, or severe aphasia.
Oh, okay.
So in your group, you would be with other people with a similar level. Okay. But we didn't get many severe groups in the trial for some reason. We were open to it, but we only had a few. So mostly mild and moderate aphasia.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So these are the results. This is 0, not fatigued, and this is 10. And every dot here is someone's rating.
Right.
So there are thousands of ratings here. And these are all of the ratings at the start of the day.
Right.
And these are all of the ratings at the end of the day. And it's a bit hard to see what's happening. So we put these box plots on. So I'll explain that for those who don't know what it is. This thick line is the median. So half of people rated their fatigue at the start of the day 1 or 0. And then 3/4 of people rated it 2 or 1 or 0.
Right.
Yep. So to the start of the day, it was pretty low. At the end of the day, it was a bit higher. So
Right.
half of people rated it 2 out of 10 or 1 or 0. And 3/4 of people rated it 4 or lower. Yep. Yeah, so it's increased a little bit, right?
Right.
But probably not as much as we thought it would be. So you can see that there's some dots up here. Sometimes people rated their fatigue a bit higher.
Yes.
But not that many.
It's okay.
Yeah. Whenever someone said that they were fatigued, we would say, do you want to continue with the study or would you like to stop? And nobody stopped the study.
No. It's easy to okay. For a structure, I want therapy again.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you saying that you think people would have been quite keen to do the therapy?
Yes.
So they wouldn't want to stop?
Right.
Yeah. That must have been it. So yeah, so this was a bit surprising. We thought people would be more tired, but they weren't as much as we thought. People still needed to rest at the end of the day and you know,
Yeah,
they slept
rest.
well. Yeah.
That's nap.
Yeah. Yeah, people
Because
did nap.
learning again, it's hard to do. And it's enough, and where there's networks that's building your brain again.
Yeah, rebuilding networks in the brain.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, so we know people went home and had naps, and yet, you know, they mostly weren't 9 out of 10 tired. They were just a bit more tired.
Okay. True.
So the other thing we looked at was just the start of the day fatigue, because we thought, imagine if across the 2 weeks, every day you get more and more tired, like worse and worse. So we thought by day 10, maybe people are really tired before they even start.
No.
Well, yeah, we didn't really find that. So again, there's some people were, but half of people were 1 or 0 at the start of the day, and 3/4 were 2 or 1 or 0. If anything, people got a bit less tired as it went on.
Energy, you know?
Yeah, they must have built up their energy.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
The speech language pathologist, he's determined to speak a little loud, and yeah, it's awesome.
So you're saying they're determined to keep going?
Yes, keep going, and yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. So this is what we took away. I'll see if you agree. So 123 people had high intensity aphasia therapy, 30 hours in just 2 weeks. They'd all had aphasia for at least 6 months. And most people rated their fatigue fairly low throughout. And nobody stopped the therapy because of fatigue. So we're not saying people weren't tired, but we don't think it was terribly tired or terribly fatigued.
Right.
So we think that maybe people with aphasia, if they're more than 6 months, might find intensive aphasia therapy less tiring than they thought.
Right. It's true. It's intensive therapy again. I like intensive therapy.
Yep.
But it's there's a child, but when you have grown up, then I'll do with some intensive therapy again.
Okay, so it's a bit tricky when you've got other commitments like your
Right.
kids or yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's probably lots of other things that make it difficult to do intensive
Yes.
therapy.
Busy,
Yep.
busy.
That's right. That's right. Well, yeah, thank you for listening to this research and for your thoughts on it.
Thank you.
Thanks.